Um, it's been a little while since I've done any kind of a video publicly or anything, and it's usually the same thing that kind of is the same subject that always fascinates me on a minor level, and that is the one they call the infamous Kanye West. Um, he's somewhat of a polarizing character, and I've always I've always kind of, I don't want to say back him, back him seems a bit too strong, but I've always sort of like rooted for him, like in his crazy ass ways, and I'm sure that there are quite a few people now who are going to be like, oh, you know, what would you say to this? You know, what he's been doing lately. So, namely the White Lives Matter T-shirt, which, if I'm being really honest, I don't give a shit about. Like, really, I just, it was such a blatant sort of attention grab. But what was unfortunate for me is that whoever's decision it was to make the T-shirt, whether it's Kanye's, Candace Owens, whoever, and whatever you might think about their particular politics, the fact that it's just so crazy to me that the phrase "White Lives Matter" could create such anger. Like, it was, you know, I appreciate that there was some anger to the phrase Black Lives Matter, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is that both of the phrases are kind of stupid. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's just so maddening to hear people equate people saying white lives matter to white supremacy, because Black Lives Matter didn't equate to black supremacy, did it? And I just think it's a really strange thing to kind of say. It was strange to see him wear the T-shirt. It was really weird. You could tell he was really going to enjoy the attention. And the one thing that Kanye always does is garner attention. You know, the whole world is literally talking about a T-shirt that said that. Now he said some things that some people might describe as anti-Semitic. I will be hopefully getting to discuss some of that with some of my guests on my new podcast, which will be announced in the not too distant future. But you know, I mean, what was it? I can't remember which interview it was. I saw him say. It might have been on Drink Champs or something. It might have been on a podcast, Drink Champs, which is brilliant, by the way. I'd highly recommend you watch it. Highly recommend you watch it. And he said something to akin of, you know, all the record companies are Jewish owned, and, you know, all the managers, and, you know, look at every hip hop star. I'm paraphrasing, you know, and they all had Jewish managers, and, you know, and when you kind of look at it, it's kind of got a point. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that there is anything, you know, problematic with that, but it's just, I mean, you know, go into your average NHS ward in London, you're going to find reasonable amount of Filipinos, maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old, and I probably, you know, sound cancelable right now. But I just well, I don't know. You can only cancel yourself, I believe. But I just think that it's funny to me because, you know, there was a guy once called Enoch Powell, right? And I'm sure many of my generation and older and some younger will know. And he literally said, "Rivers of blood shall flow," at the idea of Caribbean immigrants coming to the UK. That's scary. Like, that evokes, like, you know, fear in me, and it did, I'm sure, many immigrant to the country at the time. You know, signs that literally said, you know, no blacks, no Irish, no dogs, or whichever way round it went. I can never remember. I don't really care. But, you know, that's scary. And then I'm seeing people calling a black guy with a wide jaw a Nazi, and then saying that the phrase white lives matter denotes white supremacy. And I'm just like, okay, if that's where we're going, I guess. So what does that mean? Does that mean Fotek's life doesn't matter anymore? You know, I want Fotek's life to matter. He's white. Source Direct. Shit, I don't know. Oh, Gray. He's really white. I love him for it. But you know, like, it's just weird. It's just weird to me what people are getting angry about. And then there's like, you know, potential threat of nuclear war and sort of like slavery still going on, and I don't know, just your usual run-of-the-mill terrible fucking shit. And the majority of the stuff that I see on the little bit of time I do spend on social media is people discussing how Kanye is a Nazi. It's just like, really? He's a Nazi now? Okay, alright, okay. I guess that's where we're at. Kanye is a Nazi. It's just ridiculous. He made Jesus Walks, people. Come on, man. Like, Spaceship. Oh, I love Spaceship. It's a great tune. It's like Hit 'em High. And now he's a Nazi. You know. Anyway, this probably should not be posted up. But I'm preparing myself for long haul conversations on my hopefully soon to be infamous podcast, and I'm calling it Everybody Hates Chris. And it's very simply me speaking to people that I love speaking to who are in or around jungle and drum and bass. Jungle drum and bass, sorry, it's one word. Black Jungle Alliance, don't forget. So yeah, that's gonna be really exciting. I've got an incredible lineup of artists and persons, and some of the people are just fans, and I say just fans, but that's one of the most intrinsic part of any culture are the people that follow that culture, that dedicate their money and their time, you know, and their lives. Let's face it. I mean, there's some people you'll see on the dance floor that you've seen on dance floors for, you know, countless years, and are well into their 40s, probably into their 50s now, and they dedicate their lives to this shit. So yeah, some of these people have to be spoken to, and I've always had enjoyable conversations with them in private, and so now I'm going to try and have enjoyable conversations with them in public. I hope to even have some antagonistic ones. I hope that people that have a problem or have had problems with me in the past would want to bring it up and want to come on and talk about it, and I'll be more than happy and open to do that. Shit, I don't know about that, but anyway, we'll see about that. But anyway, look, I just gonna leave it there. I just feel like our time could be better spent, but that's just my opinion. Again, as always with all my videos, just me, just black guy thinking, and you know, shout out Joyce Sims, rest in peace, and I hope to see you all